I'm not the nigga that be going to picture, but I'm the one. Bitch, he gon' come when I call. If it ain't about money, then you know I ain't involved. Worry about these motherfucking haters, not at all, not at all. Simon says, put your hands on your hips, huh?
Hey guys, it's me, JD. Thank you for tuning into my channel. And in today's video, I'm going to show you guys how I achieved this gray deep wave unit. So stay tuned for a tutorial on how you can look like me. Okay guys, first we're going to start off by showing you guys what I'm using. So I have the Shimmer Lights Purple Shampoo. And then I have 2 bottles of the Adore Semi-Permanent Color in Titanium. And then I have 2 bundles and a frontal of Deep Wave 613 hair. I also used some Got To Be Glue Freeze Spray in this tutorial, but I obviously didn't put it there. So first things first, you're just going to take some sink hot water and pump some shampoo in there and mix it up. And you just want to make sure that the water is really purple, and make sure all of the shampoo is mixed in and leave none like in the bottom or anything like that. I added a little bit more because I kept the water going, obviously. So the more water you add, the more shampoo you want to add. And so I mixed it all up, and then I'm just going to take my frontal and dip it in there, kind of like the watercolor method, but with purple shampoo. I do it this way because in the past I've washed with purple shampoo and it didn't tone it evenly. Like some parts would be more gold than others, and I didn't like that because obviously the color would take differently in those parts. And also I've had issues where the purple shampoo actually left a purple stain on the hair, which also affected how the color took. So I do it this way now because it evenly distributes the shampoo and it tones it perfectly and evenly all over. Okay guys, now you're going to want to grab a pot and you're going to want to fill it up with water. I just used hot water because obviously hot water is going to boil faster. And you're going to fill it up, and then you're just going to sit that on the stove and allow it to boil. And what I also did was went ahead and stopped my sink up and let my sink fill up with a little bit of sink hot water. And that just kind of balances out the boiling hot with the regular hot to kind of make it more bearable to the touch so that you're not burning your fingers off. And while that boils, I just wanted to show you guys my hair while it was drying. So I let the hair sit out in the sun to dry. This allows the curls to dry fuller. I don't know. Just when I dry my hair in sunlight, the curls look better, honestly. And so now back to our water. Now that our water is boiling, we're going to take the pot and pour the water into the water that we already had in our sink or container, whatever you're using to color your hair. And then you're going to want to get your dye and your hair. But first, I went ahead and grabbed my frontal and used the Got To Be Freeze Spray. And I just sprayed that on the lace like so that, you know, the lace doesn't take to the color that we're going to use. And then next, I went ahead and just grabbed my hair color and I just eyeballed it. I squirted some into the sink. I never do measurements because I suck at them. I suck at keeping track of measurements, so I just kind of just eyeball everything and go with the flow. And you're just going to want to put enough dye to where when you mix it, the color is completely changed. So you don't want it to be clear. If it's clear, it's not enough dye in there. So you're going to want to just mix it in until the color has completely taken on the color of the dye. If the water is still very clear, it looks like kind of colored water, you're going to want to apply more dye up until the point where it looks like it's taken on the color of the actual dye in water form. That's how you know that you have enough dye. Well, that's how I know that I have enough dye. And then you just want to stir all the way until you don't see any more like dye residue in the bottom, and it looks like it's evenly distributed in the water. So at that point, you just want to go ahead and take your bundles and you want to just put them in the water. And what I do is I make sure everything is fully submerged under the water, and then I just allow it to sit for maybe 5 to 7 minutes, not much longer than that, because it doesn't really take that much time. And you're just gonna pull it out and rinse it once it's sat for a while, and then repeat until it's the desired color that you want.
on the beat.
With the gray hair. Period poo. Period poo.